good morning. This is your fasting nurse. I'm back again, and this is my 12th day of no food, no caloric intake, and 12 days, 12 out of 14. So, 2 more days before I break my fast. Woohoo! Today is January. Let me see. January 11th, mommy. It's 11. It's 10:09 a.m. right now, and I had a good sleep last night. I noticed that when I'm fasting, I'm sleeping so good. I feel relaxed after sleeping. When I wake up, I have so much energy. I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe because it's a part of the autophagy, the benefits of autophagy. Wow, it's it's amazing. I can't believe this. I haven't eaten for how many days now? 12 days, and I'm still feeling good. Mentally, I'm feeling sharp, and emotionally, my mood is so good. I'm so happy. I'm feeling happy. Wow, it's I have lots of dopamine. I don't know where it came from, but maybe it's one of the benefits of autophagy. So I already prepared my kids and sent them to school. So now I'm just with my wife. She just woke up. She loves sleeping, and she's having her tea today. Okay, I'm gonna check my blood pressure here just to see what's my morning blood pressure. Okay, and also I'm always checking my blood sugar just to make sure my blood sugar will not drop to critical levels. So my sugar right now is 5.2 after 12 days of not eating. It means your blood sugar will not crash even if you're not eating for several days. Your body has a way to keep you alive. And also I have a 24-hour monitor as well. I'm checking my blood sugar for 24 hours, and it's all stable. If you turn it like this, look at that. My blood sugar is pretty stable in 24 hours, and I haven't eaten anything. My blood pressure right now is 110/80. It's really good. My heart rate is 102. It's all on the higher side, but I just did some cleaning here before I took the video, so my wife will not get through when she wakes up. And so that's it. Oh, I feel so good. I'm doing this 14 days fasting because I want to educate. I want to promote this lifestyle that is really, really good, and I strongly believe this is the best lifestyle ever to prevent diseases, to manage diseases, and to live longer, happy life. Okay, so I get lots of messages from all over the world. I can't imagine that I'm getting more famous around the world. No, just kidding. It's just for my friends and my family all over the world. So I just have about 20 subscribers right now, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy to my subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. 20. I love you guys. And at least I feel so good because I'm touching lives from the other side of the world, and some of them are already starting intermittent fasting. You really don't need to start one meal a day right away. You can just start slowly. Some of them started 16 hours fast. So the last meal they will have in the evening is before 6 p.m. and then they will eat breakfast after 10 a.m. So 16 hours you will get the benefit of intermittent fasting. Just doing 16 hours of fasting. You can also benefits from autophagy, the cell healing and cell recycling of the non-functional material inside the cell. So I get some messages what I drink. I drink pure water, I drink black coffee, and I can also drink tea. But maybe I will not take tea this 14 days of fasting. I'm not sure about tea yet. It doesn't gives me enough of caffeine, so I love my black coffee. And some of my followers asking me what's the healthiest food to eat. I just told them I believe the healthiest foods are the natural food available. It means that how God created the food, that's how you should eat it. Just like fruits, vegetables. Like if you want to eat meat, for me, we can eat meat. We can eat fat. Fat is good. One of the best food out there. Like fats, I eat lots of avocado. You can also get fat from meat, and it's good. I'm not on keto, but keto, I think that's the more extreme diet. Talking about fat, I don't disagree with that, but I like to do like I love some freedom. I don't want to have a diet or lifestyle that is telling me you cannot eat this, you cannot eat that. In my program right now, I just want to do the fasting, the longer the better. So I'm promoting this intermittent fasting, so you will give your body a rest. You will give your body some time to digest and also experience that autophagy. It's the self-healing of the cell. It says self-eating, but it's just recycling the waste materials, even like the non-functioning proteins inside the cell. Okay, so and also for the food that you have to eat, the best food that you should eat is the food that low in glycemic index. It is the effect of food to your insulin level. So if you eat food and your body will sense that, actually your pancreas will sense that, oh man, your nutrients are coming, calories are coming. So the pancreas, your beta cells in your pancreas will secrete insulin. So insulin will go up, and insulin will deliver those sugar, those glucose into your cells. Then your insulin is not able to put all the glucose into your cells because they cannot accommodate too much. So your cells will lack. They will not take any glucose. So there's already resistance made. So the rest of the glucose in your circulatory system will be stored as stored energy. So especially the carbohydrates, it will be stored in the liver as glycogen. Glycogen is a stored energy. It's a chain of like carbohydrates chain into your liver, and also you can store glycogen in your muscle. So if your calorie intake will go down, your body will use those glycogen. Then if your glycogen runs out, that's the time that you will use your fat for energy. Okay, back to, I just had a sip of my coffee. So we want to prevent that insulin from going too high, because high insulin for prolonged period of time will cause insulin resistance, and it will cause into metabolic syndrome, and metabolic syndrome will cause lots of health problems like diabetes, heart problem, myocardial infarction, dementia, renal failure, peripheral vascular disease, amputation, blindness, and most of the health problem we are facing right now. I worked as a nurse since 2005, so I'm not sure how many years I'm working as a nurse now. I've observed and witnessed how people are suffering from this metabolic syndrome. Even obesity, obviously the main cause of obesity is eating too much. The patients will have insulin resistance. So the patients, if the people are eating too much, the insulin will stay up. Then when they eat, the insulin is up. The function of insulin is to store fat. So people that always eating, they always store fat. And when the insulin level is so high, it will store all the calories, all the sugar that you just ate. So after an hour or two, your blood sugar level will go down, and then you will get hungry again. And when you're hungry, what do? You eat, and you eat another snack. Your insulin level will go up, and then your blood sugar will go up as well. Then after an hour, your blood sugar will go down because your insulin stored all the calories, all the sugars that you took in. So that's why you're always gaining fat and you're always hungry. You're always hungry, you're always eating, you're gaining fat, and the problem is you will become obese. You will become really, really fat. And if you are fat, because I've been fat, I went up to 104 kilograms. I had a problem breathing. I had a problem.
Don't use the word fat, overweight.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. My wife says I will not use fat because actually, I'm not shaming fat people because I was fat before, but overweight. So it will cause you to be overweight. Okay, and if you're overweight, you cannot do your normal activity of daily living, just like running. After I run for maybe 50 meters, I'll get exhausted. So it's even tying my shoelaces, it gives me hard time breathing. So I said this is not good. And before, when I was overweight, when I was obese, I noticed that during nighttime while I'm sleeping, I'm snoring. And snoring is not good, because if you're snoring, it means you are not getting good airflow into your in and out of your airway. So if you're snoring for a long period of time, your heart, your brain will not get enough oxygen, your body will not get enough oxygen. So the outcome is, when you wake up in the morning, you will feel so tired, you will feel unrested. So that's one problem of being obese. And yeah, one of the problem as well is your self-esteem will get affected somehow, because if you're overweight, you cannot wear what you used to wear. And yeah, it affects the your mental state as well if you are overweight. And then if you're overweight, your blood pressure will go up. And if your blood pressure will go up, your heart will have hard time pumping, because your heart has to pump against that pressure. And also your arterial lumen will have too much pressure, and you will start to have inflammation in your arteries, especially like the smaller arteries. They are so sensitive, and if there's some inflammation there, you will end up with hardened arteries. If your arteries are hardened, you will end up with more problems in the future. Okay, so yeah, those are some of the problems you will get if you are overweight or obese. And also, if you fall because you're heavy, you might injure yourself really bad. Just like if you fall, you might break your hip, or you might sprain your ankle easily because of the weight. And also, when I was heavy, I'm having chronic back problems, because my back is carrying too much weight. So that's why I was having chronic back problem before. But I had CT scan, and my neurosurgeon says my spinal cord is intact, my spine is still good. So yeah, working as a nurse is really hard, especially if you work in the ward, especially with heavy patients. Even if you try to practice the proper body mechanics, still your risk to hurt yourself is so high. So I salute to those nurses that are working. Just take care of your back, ladies and gentlemen. So I think that's it for obesity. There's other problems, but I believe those are what I can think right now. And then, if your insulin level is high, you will end up with insulin resistance, but your body will still compensate. Your pancreas will secrete insulin, because so your body can transfer the glucose from your blood into your cells, into your adipose tissues. So insulin is needed to do that. But eventually, your pancreas will fail compensating. So you will end up with type 2 diabetes. And type 2 diabetes, there's a lot of health problems, lots of complications. I believe I've seen most of the complications of diabetes. Yeah, and also for patients who has chronic hypertension, they will end up with heart failure because too much pressure. Your heart has to pump harder, and for the longest time of pumping so hard with higher workload, your heart will have hypertrophy. So your heart will end up so thick and unable to pump blood normally. So you will have cardiomegaly. Your heart will be enlarged but not functioning because of thickened ventricular wall. So in order to prevent heart failure in the future, you have to control your blood pressure right now. Okay, so and we're gonna go down to kidneys. So chronic hyperglycemia, or too much blood sugar, will be hard for your kidneys, especially if accompanied by hypertension. Your kidneys will have higher workload. Your kidneys will get too much of glucose, and your the small arteries in your kidneys will be affected, and eventually you will lose your kidney function and you will end up with dialysis. I'm working right now in a dialysis unit, and most of the patients are diabetic, and I've seen suffering of patients every day at work. Really bad. My patients are they are normal person. They are really good person, but the problem is they were not told beforehand what to do to prevent these diseases. Some of my patients are saying that if they can just bring back time, they will do everything to prevent them from having renal failure. So me, because I heard that from lots of my patients, now I want to tell you guys that if you will not maintain your blood pressure into the normal range, and if you will not control your blood sugar, if you cannot control what you eat, most probably you will become my patient. You will become a dialysis patient. Dialysis, it's not fun, because most of our patients are going to have dialysis treatment usually 3 times a week. Sometimes 3-hour, sometimes 4-hour treatment 3 times a week. So it will take lots of your time, and it's not just time, it's taking most of your life, because you will feel weak, you will feel short of breath, you will feel itchy from too much phosphorus level in your blood, you will lose your vision, you will have some complications of dialysis, just like sudden drop of blood pressure or cramping. It's not fun. It's not fun to be in dialysis. We are helping patients to promote to prolong their life, but yeah, you don't want to be there. You don't want to be a dialysis patient. Some of dialysis patients are doing really good. They still work full time, but most of the diabetic patients, they don't do very well, even if with hemodialysis treatment. So guys, please take care of yourselves. Take care of your, watch what you're eating. Monitor your blood pressure. Monitor your blood sugar to prevent you from going into that really bad position for being a patient. Some patients, they are lucky. They will get kidney transplant, and it changed their lives. So I want you to take care of your body, take care of your kidney, take care of your heart, take care of your kidneys. If you eat too much sugar, if your insulin is constantly elevated, you might end up with dementia. You will lose your memory. You will lose your relationship with your loved ones. So it's scary. Okay, and one more thing, the big one. If you are diabetic, and if you don't control your blood sugar and you keep your insulin level high, you will have higher risk to get cancer. Different kinds of cancer, breast cancer, brain cancer, and other types of cancer. I've seen patients suffer from cancer, and some of our renal patients has some type of cancer, but it's because they have higher risk of cancer due to diabetes as well, and some other factors. But if you want to prevent cancer in the future, try to do something right now, and that is to control your blood sugar level by eating the right food. The right food means the natural food, whole food, foods with lower in glycemic index, so it will not raise your insulin level. Okay, and if you do fasting, 1 meal a day, it will prevent you from having those problems in the long run. So, but guys, listen, intermittent fasting is not for all. It doesn't mean that it worked for me. It will work for all. There are contraindications of intermittent fasting. First, if you're a child or teenager, you're not allowed to do intermittent fasting. Second, pregnant or lactating mothers, you are not allowed to do intermittent fasting. Underweight people, you are not allowed to do intermittent fasting. People with eating disorder, you are not allowed to do intermittent fasting. And elderly, especially with underweight, low body mass, you are not allowed to do fasting. People with type 1 diabetes, you are not allowed to fast. And patients who are diabetic, type 2 diabetic, that are taking insulin or taking hypoglycemic agent, you have to consult with your family physician, you have to consult your doctor before you start fasting, okay? Because you need to be monitored closely by your physician, and that is for your safety. All of us, all of you guys that want to try intermittent fasting, always consult your family physician first. Tell them that you are interested to become healthier and you are interested to start intermittent fasting. Tell them that you want to be monitored, you want blood work. I encourage you to have all the blood work available so you can see what your body is doing before you start the fasting. I also want family doctors to get more inquiries about this intermittent fasting, because I want them to read more. I want them to do more research about intermittent fasting, because I wish in the near future doctors will recommend intermittent fasting to their patients. It will be one of my ultimate goal, that the doctors will be more informed, more knowledgeable about intermittent fasting, and they will prescribe intermittent fasting to treat hypertension. They will prescribe intermittent fasting to treat metabolic syndrome. They will prescribe intermittent fasting to cure diabetes. It will be amazing. Hopefully that time will come in my lifetime. That's why I'm doing this, because I want people to be healthy. I want people to live long, happy life. The world will be a better world if that will happen. The government of Canada and all of the government of the world will save lots of money to manage diseases, and they can divert that money to do more projects, productive projects, and people will be productive even they are 80 years old. 80 years old can still ride a bike, 90 years old can still work, 100 years old can still work full time, and they will still be like functional, healthy, disease free. I think that will be my greatest goal, and I will be so happy. I will be I hope somehow what I'm doing right now can influence other people to do intermittent fasting, because it is the best. Okay, I think that's it for today. I just want to let you know, I just want to tell you that we should help each other to be healthy and live a long, happy life. See you next time. Thanks for watching.